YouTube? It's Strasser here from Tech Arena.
Arroyo.
And today we're going to be talking about what we want to expect at WWDC 2016.
Alright, so first thing on the list is iOS. Now with iOS, we haven't seen a big refresh since iOS 7. The jump was from iOS 6 to iOS 7. We saw a huge interface overhaul and everything. And from there, it kind of stopped. We saw a few more features. We saw little things added to Siri, but we didn't see anything drastic. Now hopefully with iOS 10, Apple's going to bring us something big, and let's see what they can show us.
Yeah, and they also added a bunch of new features that were old that they took away and then brought back, which is something kind of interesting. We didn't really expect that.
Yeah.
So the next thing we're going to talk about is Mac OS X.
So with Mac OS X, we haven't seen a big thing since OS X Yosemite, which brought it back into the era of iOS 7, made it look more like into the modern style with flat icons, stuff like that. So hopefully we'll see something big with that. Hopefully Siri will be integrated much like Cortana's integrated into Windows computers, and hopefully we'll see something big there.
So next thing we're talking about tvOS. Now the Apple TV got a big update from the Apple TV Generation 3 to the Apple TV Generation 4. A big specification updates and big stuff like that.
So with tvOS, we hope to see something big like probably an interface design where we actually use stuff, whereas right now we're kind of limited to what we see on the Apple TV and Siri. So apps are really great on the new Apple TV. We'll give you a quick review on that once we get the time, but we do appreciate the fact that the App Store on there is actually good. It has games, which are not that there's not a huge exclusive, but it's not the game. Apple TV is not exclusive for games. That's why that kind of explains that.
So the thing we might want to fix with the Apple TV is the remote functionality and so here's an experience that we had with our remote. Sometimes it didn't work, sometimes it worked. So they might want to take a look at those small bugs and get those fixed. The next thing we're going to talk about is multitasking on the iPad, Mac, and all that.
So multitasking on iOS has very limited functionality. Now, big devices like the iPad Pro, iPhone 6s Plus really could take their screen real estate and really utilize it to the max potential. But being Apple, we're kind of limited to what we see. We get split screen on the iPads, and that's pretty much it. We don't see anything for the iPhone 6s Plus besides that one where you're at the home screen, you can turn it sideways, which isn't really helpful.
Yeah, so the next thing we're talking about is the MacBook Pro. Now, we haven't seen a big update with the MacBook Pro, but we have seen with the other Macs, but with the new colors and the MacBook Retina, but we haven't really seen anything in MacBook Pro, so what do you want to say there?
Yeah, so the MacBook Pro got its biggest refresh when it came from the MacBook Pro to the MacBook Pro Retina, which was where it kind of stopped. We didn't see anything new. We saw maybe just small upgrades like RAM, Force Touch and stuff added, but we did not see anything drastic. So hopefully this is going to be the year of the MacBook Pro where we'll get to see something. But rumor is that it probably won't be at WWDC, unfortunately. We're kind of hoping for that, but it won't happen. It's probably going to happen in Q4, as rumors say, of this year. So we'll wait, and I guess June 13th, WWDC will not be the date for the MacBook Pro, but we can all hope.
So another thing we want to talk about is Siri. Now the same thing, we've seen not too big of updates in Siri, but from iOS 6 to iOS 7, that was pretty major. So we haven't, so the creators of Siri are currently working on a new project called Viv, so we will not be seeing them working back with Siri right now. So what do we want to see with the Apples?
I think with Siri, we haven't really seen a big thing since Siri was introduced back in iOS 5, I believe, and it was on the 4S's, and we got it on all our devices in iOS 6. You could update it to the iPad, and pretty much all the devices could access it, but Siri has really limited functionality, and it's grown to this year, but the thing is, we still could see more potential in Siri as a voice assistant, as many of the voice assistants have shown, but I think Siri is going to be the year where Siri is really going to be enhanced. WWDC is really emphasizing on Siri, putting a lot of rumors, things here and there, and that's pretty much it for Siri. So we're really hoping with something big with Siri and all the other products we just talked about.
So that's it, all we have planned for this video. But remember, if you do have a Windows computer and you can't watch it because you think you can't watch it because only Apple has it, on Microsoft Edge, if you do have Windows 10, you can now watch WWDC live.
Yeah, which is a new feature Apple added. It's unlike Apple, but thank you, Apple. We really all appreciate it down here.
Yeah, a lot of Windows users are also into WWDC.
So that's going to be great. That's pretty much it for this video. Remember to comment and subscribe. Share this video so all your friends can subscribe. And that's pretty much it. Have a good one.
So we're also recording in our new studio currently, which is great. We're opening a studio tour later, so stay tuned for that.
Yes,
Thanks, guys.
We got great lighting and everything. Make sure you stay tuned for the studio tour. It's going to be really fun.
Bye, guys.